Ever hear one of those stories that just sticks with you? One that's so unsettling you kind of hope it's not true? Well, today we're diving into one of those. It's a short, creepy story that's supposedly a real account, and it serves as a pretty stark warning about what can happen in the dead of night. Let's get right into it.
Okay, so picture this. You're in a hospital, late at night. You know that feeling? The hallways are long and sterile. The only sound is the low hum of some machine down the hall. And you just get this weird feeling that you're the only person awake for miles. That is exactly where our story kicks off.
Now, the story goes that this isn't just some made-up creepypasta. People say this was a real event that actually happened on a late night way back in 2008. Our main character is a doctor, and he's working the graveyard shift. The hospital is practically silent, all the patients are asleep, and he is just moments away from finally finishing a really long, exhausting night. He's just wrapped up his final task, which is a routine but, always somber job, officially certifying a patient's death. It's a pretty grim way to end your shift, for sure. Now, here is a really, really critical piece of information. At this hospital, they have a strict rule. When a patient passes away, a red band is put on their wrist. It's a clear, unmistakable signal to all the staff that this person is deceased. Remember that detail, the red band. It's the key to this whole thing. So he's totally exhausted, and he starts walking towards the elevator. The only thing he's thinking about is getting out of the silence of that hospital and getting home to his own bed. He steps into the elevator, and he's not alone. There's a young woman already in there. They exchange a few pleasantries, small talk, as the doors close and the elevator starts going down. For just a second, everything feels completely normal. But that feeling of normal, it's gone in an instant. The elevator shudders to a stop on a floor it wasn't supposed to, and the doors slide open. And standing right there in the hallway is another young woman just waiting to step inside and join them for the ride down. But before she can even take a step, the doctor just lunges for the control panel in this sudden, wild panic. He's repeatedly, frantically slamming the closed door button, even yelling at the woman to stay back as the doors finally grind shut in her face. His reaction is completely bizarre. It's aggressive, it's rude, and it makes absolutely no sense. I mean, why would he do that? What could he possibly have seen that would make him act like that? The woman who was already in the elevator with him is, of course, completely shocked, and she's upset. She turns to the doctor, totally baffled and angry, and she demands to know why he was so cruel to that person waiting in the hall. The doctor, who's now pale and shaking, turns to her and gives the most chilling explanation imaginable. He says, "That woman, that was the patient I just worked on. She's dead." And then he says the words that change everything. She was wearing the red band. When she hears this, the woman doesn't scream. She doesn't gasp. She doesn't say a word. She just stares at the doctor in complete, stunned silence as the terrifying reality of what he just said starts to sink in. And as that elevator continues its slow, silent journey down, the woman slowly, calmly lifts her own arm and shows the doctor the red band on her wrist. So it leaves us with this final, chilling thought. If you're ever in a hospital elevator late at night and those doors open, do you take the chance and let the person in, or do you slam that close button? What if it's already too